Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome to the Wild West Racing League's presentation of the Stand for Wit Xfinity Series at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You're here for race number 7 of 10 in the regular season. Today we'll be doing 75 laps in the desert. Wild West Racing League is a great league and a place that you should look at to watch each and every Wednesday night here on YouTube. If you'd like to drive, you might look them up on Discord, talk to somebody in administration, and see what you could do about getting on the track. Let's talk to some of our drivers here tonight, see who we've got. Let's look at Brandon McKee and bring him into the broadcast booth. Hey, Brandon McKee, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth, you got me?
Yeah, hey Barry, how's it going?
It's going good. Brandon, watching you out there on the practice track today before race time. How's your card going, and how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. The car's doing terrible. I just can't tighten it up. I don't want to steal all the other guys' setups, but it's just so loose, so it's tough to run hard. It's not my favorite track.
Well, you've got 75 laps to work on it to get it to where you need it to be, and hopefully there won't be that many cautions, but at least during green flag stops you might be able to get some changes in as you see how the car responds to your driving style.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a fact. I mean, a lot of times anyway, it's just about staying smooth and not getting in a wreck.
Absolutely. All right, Brandon, I appreciate your time that you spent with us up here in the broadcast booth. I'll move you back over to the driver's meeting.
All right, thank you, Barry. Appreciate you being out here.
You bet. That's Brandon McKee in the 31. Okay, let's look up, let's see, Gabriel Burke. Let's bring Gabriel Burke up into the broadcast booth. Hey, Gabriel Burke, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me? Hey, Gabriel Burke, Barry Stevens in the
Yep.
broadcast booth. You got me?
Yeah, you hear me?
I can. How are you
All right.
doing? How are you doing today, and how is the car doing?
Uh, it's all right. I'm doing another no setup thing, so we're gonna just try to survive.
I got you.
Apparently, I gotta start taking this more serious.
Do you have a plan in place for this race, 75 laps here in the desert?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can survive to the end. I'm just gonna stay out of trouble again and see it. And then I'll try to attack at the end
Okay.
with what I got left.
Yeah. Well, that's a good game plan, and staying out of
Yep.
trouble is the first step to getting yourself up there on a podium. So
That's right.
All right, I'll let you get back to the practice surface. I know you guys are working hard to get your car ready, but thanks for taking the time out to talk to us up here in the broadcast booth.
Appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
You bet.
All right.
That's Gabriel Burke at the 51 machine. Let's see, we've got time for one more person. Why don't we look up let's see. We haven't talked to Michael Loveless. Let's bring Michael Loveless into the broadcast booth. Well, we lost him. Where'd he go? There he is.
New car for you.
Hey, Michael Loveless, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Yeah, Barry, how you doing?
Doing great. How are you doing, and how is the car?
Um, Still making a little few last minute tweaks. I'm doing well. You know, vertical, sucking air, able to take on fluid, take the rest that comes with it. Um, so yeah, a little loose. It's a little hot of a track, and so we're gonna see what happens here tonight.
All right. Well, it's great to talk to you, and I sure appreciate the fact that you took time out of your practice session to talk to us up here in the broadcast booth. I'll move you back up to the driver's meeting.
Of course, anytime.
Thank you. That's Michael Loveless in the 68 machine. Okay, so we are just now getting ready to start qualifying, and as we are qualifying, we'll go into the in-car camera. So, practice session is now complete. And we will be qualifying now. So we'll look for our first taker. Let's see, Tanner Ensign or Trey Smith. Okay, here's Trey Smith coming out. Now, at Las Vegas, as well as all NASCAR tracks, you get 2 laps to qualify. So Trey is on his warm-up, coming down to take the green flag of his qualifying run. And so we are now counting his laps. I heard some of the drivers in practice today. Oh, Trey got really loose there. That's not going to be good. Heard some of the drivers talking in practice today about how loose the track actually is with the heat that's here today. And Trey Smith is doing his best to get around. He definitely is struggling with that race car right now. Today we are at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Like I said, it's a 1.5 mile track. Temperature on the asphalt is 100 degrees. It's outside, it's only 74 degrees, 0 chance of rain. It's cloudy skies with gusts of 7 miles an hour. Today's broadcast will be brought to you by the Fearless Broadcasting Network, FBN. I'm Barry Stevens. So Trey Smith moves up into 3rd place. Let's see if we can find Trey Smith. Here he is, and bring him up into the broadcast booth.
I'm gonna bust his ass.
Trey Smith,
Thanks,
Barry
Tony.
Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Yes, sir. I got you, brother.
Watched that qualifying run of yours, put you up in currently into 5th position. How is the car, and do you have anything for him here this afternoon?
Well, Barry, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how tonight's gonna go. My iRacing has kicked me out twice. I got a few laps in with the race trim, and I felt pretty comfortable with it. So we're just gonna kind of go out there and see what we can do. And I think we can maybe have a top 3 car, top 5 car, but I guess we'll see at the very end.
Okay. Well, we want to wish you some good luck on the track today. This fight in the desert and 75 laps. Hopefully you can get that car adjusted as the day goes on and find the sweet spot. And we know you're always fast, so I'm not going to discount you here today.
Well, I appreciate that, Barry. Make sure everyone puts their all their chips on the red one.
There you go. That's Trey Smith in number 1. I'll move you back down to Ensign Motorsports.
I appreciate it, brother.
You betcha. Okay, so let's see. Almost everybody has qualified now. We're looking inside of Gabriel Burke as he is qualifying. And he's finished now as well. So let's talk to, let's see if we can get James Napier from Bumblebee Racing up to broadcast with us. Hey, James Napier, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, had a real good qualifying run there, top of the leaderboard. How's the car overall, and what's your game plan for today?
Try to manage to save tires. I'm pretty sure I got a short run speed, so that might hurt us. So I don't know. We'll see what us Bumblebees got for these guys tonight.
All right. Well, we're getting ready to do that now, so I'm going to go ahead and let you back down to Bumblebee Racing. But I certainly appreciate you taking the time to talk to us up here in the broadcast booth.
No problem, Barry.
Thanks. That's James Napier in the 77 machine. Okay, so we are getting ready to line up. As we are getting ready here now, the starting lineup will be James Napier first, Justin Bell is second, Scott Rush is third, Bryton Coleman is fourth, and your fifth place driver is Dakota Henderson. 6th through 10th are Tanner Ensign in 6th, Jacob Shoffett is 7th, 8th would be Michael Lovelace, 9th is Trey Smith, and 10th is Wyatt Keel. 11th through 14th is Mike Presley, Wayne Isbell, Gabriel Burke, and 14th is Brandon McKee. See the cars lined up. That 77 of James Napier, Sharp Milwaukee Tools. It's a nice looking car. Now, we only have, after tonight, 3 more races until the playoffs. There's only going to be 8 drivers in the playoffs with 3 left. So as it stands now, we have Trey Smith with 2 wins. We have Justin Bell with 2 wins. And Tanner Ensign and James Napier each have 1 win. And then inbound points is Bryton Coleman, Gene Watkinson, Mike Presley, and Scott Rush. So those people with points, if they were to score a victory, would come into the playoffs. And those below the cutoff line, same thing. If any of them were to win tonight, they would be automatically in the playoffs until we get a total of 8 drivers. So James Napier and Justin Bell are on the front row. That's Scott Rush with Bryton Coleman, Dakota Henderson, and Tanner Ensign. Jacob Shoffett with Michael Lovelace, Trey Smith with Wyatt Keel, Wayne Isbell with Mike Presley, and in our last row, it will be Gabriel Burke and Brandon McKee. That'll be row 7. Got some fast cars here today. This duel in the desert. Pace car is off. We're getting ready to go racing, folks. And they're off. 77 on the bottom takes the early lead. 8 is on the outside, is in second place. Third place is Scott Rush in the 04 machine. 04 moves to the bottom. Justin Bell is in second position. First place is James Napier. Top 5 are James Napier, Justin Bell, Scott Rush, Bryton Coleman, and Dakota Henderson. We see that the gap is already at 3.5 tenths of a second. James Napier and his machine seem to be quite fast at the moment. Justin Bell is right behind him, though, and by far is not out of the picture as we see the rest of the field coming in behind them. So the track temperature is over 100 degrees here today, making this asphalt just a little bit slick. Let's look back around 4th position. We see Brighton Coleman. We see the fight here between Tanner Ensign and Dakota Henderson. That's for your 5th place finish. On the outside is Michael Lovelace trying to make that pass on Tanner Ensign. Let's go back up to the front. We see that Justin Bell is just a 10th back now, and he is on the high side with James Napier taking a little bit of a lower line. Justin Bell is definitely looking for that pass. We're on lap 5 of 75. Eight moves to the bottom. They are side by side coming through the turn. 8 has a nose ahead. 77 moves into 2nd position. The 8 of Justin Bell is now your leader. 77 tries a crossover, goes to the bottom. 8's on the top. 77 has his nose right there, but ducks in behind the 8 of Justin Bell. Good racing up here on the front. Let's look back. We see here for 3rd position, the 04 of Scott Rush with Brighton Coleman fighting it out. And then back here in 6th position, we have Michael Lovelace fighting with Tanner Ensign in the 44 machine. That's for 5th place. So it looks like the 77 of James Napier has backed off just a little bit. There's about a 0.4 of a second gap between 1st and 2nd. You're looking inside Justin Bell's number 8 machine. This is the view from James Napier as he chases down the 8 machine. These are 2 Chevys, followed closely behind by Scott Rush and Brighton Coleman in Fords. If we go back to 5th place, we see Michael Lovelace all alone. Dakota Henderson is moved back to 6th. Let's go farther a little bit back. We see Tanner Ensign in the 44 machine in 7th position. Trey Smith behind him. And at Menards, number 1. Mike Presley's in 9th in that 000 machine. It's a real nice paint job there. Behind him is Wyatt Keel in the 9. There's the 00 of Jacob Shoffett. Gabriel Burke. Wayne Isbell, and followed behind is Brandon McKee. Let's go back up front. We see Justin Bell with a 0.7 of a second gap over James Napier. Justin Bell, the gap is now 1 full second over James Napier in the 77 Chevrolet. Michael Loveless moves up to 3rd position on the outside, passing Scott Rush. He's riding right on the tail of James Napier now. He goes to the bottom. James and that 77 machine stays high. And it looks like Michael Loveless will take 2nd position in the 68 Toyota. Now he's got to chase down Justin Bell. We're only 14 laps into the 75 lap race here today. There's the 5 of Dakota Henderson fighting hard for 2nd place on the bottom with the 68 of Michael Loveless up high. Side by side, there they go. Will that high line carry that momentum? Yes, it will. And the 5 will duck back in for the draft before he comes to the next corner and goes low again. This time the 5 gets a great run from the bottom line and will take position over the 68. So Justin Bell is now in 1st place. Dakota Henderson is 2nd. 3rd place is Michael Loveless. Scott Rush is 4th, and James Napier is 5th. We see the battle here with James Napier being passed by, going back and forth between him and Scott Rush, and Bryton Coleman right between them watching this whole thing unfold. The 4 is almost even with the 77. This is for 4th position. Quite a battle. Here's Justin Bell out front by 9/10 of a second. Once again, the track temperature is 115 degrees here at this oval. 1.5 mile, 74 degrees outside. It's beautiful temperatures with 0% chance of precipitation, cloudy skies, and gusts of 7 miles per hour. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting Network. That's FBN. I'm Barry Stevens. Gap now is down to a little bit under 0.2 of a second now. Having some great racing going on here. We see the 5 dip low on the 8. The 8 stays up high and maintains position as our leader. Dakota Henderson has a fast car here at the moment. We're on lap 19, coming to lap 20 of 75. We are now on lap 20. See the 5 trying once again to get around the 8. Let's go inside Dakota Henderson's number 5 Chevrolet as he goes down low one more time to see what he can do with the 8 machine. That Justin Bell is being really smart here, picking his lane, staying up high, which is fast. However, on the bottom, look at how Dakota Henderson has just made that work. We come to the flag. They'll be coming by side. Dakota Henderson will not get credit for that lap. Oh, they got into each other. Oh my gosh. The 5 of Dakota Henderson got destroyed. Justin Bell gets an outside wall, hits the wall again, does not get that much damage at all. Oh my gosh. Let's look at that again. The 5 of Dakota Henderson. That we're not going to talk. We're not going to pull up Dakota Henderson, and we are not going to pull up the 8 of Justin Bell. Yeah, there's some frustration there. For sure. All right. That's just too bad. So it looks like everybody's into the pits. We see Michael Loveless coming down. Most of the leaders coming down. We did have a couple that stayed out. That would be Tanner Ensign and Mike Presley stayed out. Looks like the rest of our cars have come down to pit lane. Now, while they're here in pit lane, they can make changes to these cars to make them faster or more agreeable to their driving style. We see the 68 come out, so the 68 will come out third. Fourth will be Scott Rush. Fifth will be Trey Smith. Wyatt Keel. Seventh, Wyatt Keel. Eighth, James Napier. Jacob Schaffet. Ninth, 10th will be Brighton Coleman. So Tanner Ensign is going to lead a lap here today, at least one. Mike Presley. It's a nice paint job in that 44 Wild Outlaw custom diecast. Got an idea for a diecast? Look up Wild Outlaw custom diecast. I have an idea for a diecast that I would like to have made, and it's a special one. So I may be looking up the 44 myself. Tanner Ensign. Pace lights are out on top of the car. We'll be going next time around. See the 44 stand for WIT Xfinity Series sponsored car. Tanner Ensign on the outside. On the inside is Mike Presley. Second row is Scott Rush with Michael Loveless. We are getting ready to go racing, fans. .44 gets a good run on the outside. Mike Presley gets a great run on the inside. 68 follows the 000, and the 9 follows the 4 of Scott Rush. Lap 26 of 75. It's going to be interesting to see how Mike Presley and Tanner Ensign hold up with these cars all with fresh rubber. We see it's not taking long for Michael Loveless to move into second place. Tanner Ensign's got a rear view mirror full of Michael Loveless, who now goes to the bottom and will pass on the bottom. Clean and clear. See a little bit of bumping and trading paint happening back here. There's Michael Loveless, Trey Smith in second position now. So what happened to James Napier in the 77, I'm not exactly sure. But we see Trey Smith in second position behind Michael Loveless. Michael Loveless has a gap of half a second. We are now under caution. Looks like Justin Bell. Oh, no, that's old. All right. So now we'll have to see if Tanner Ensign and Mike Presley come on in to the pits after kind of getting spanked on that restart. We're on lap 29. Michael Loveless is your leader, followed by Trey Smith, Bryton Coleman, Scott Rush. James Napier is your top 5. 6 through 10 is Wyatt Keel, Tanner Ensign, Mike Presley, Justin Bell. We have 4 cars inside the pits now. That would be Jacob Shoffett, Wayne Isbell, Dakota Henderson, and Brandon McKee. Meals on Wheels. We see Trey Smith's ride at Jack Link's Menards, number 1. Ford in second. So now we have a Toyota leading the field, followed by 3 Fords. First Chevy is back in 5th position. That would be James Napier. So the lights have been turned off on the pace car. They'll line up side by side. We'll do this once again coming around on lap 32. So as we get ready to get going here again, Michael Loveless will lead us to the go line. Lined up to his outside will be Trey Smith. Then Brighton Coleman with Scott Rush, James Napier and Tanner Ensign, Wyatt Keel with Justin Bell, Mike Presley with Jacob Shoffett, Gabriel Burke with Wayne Isbell, and Dakota Henderson with Brandon McKee if he makes it back out onto the track. You're watching the Wild West Racing League Stand for Wit Xfinity Series. Pace car is pulled off. We're getting ready to go racing. One more time, Michael Loveless in the 68 will lead us down. There they go, 68 on the bottom, Trey Smith in the one on the outside. Looks like he doesn't get quite as good of a jump. Look at the 40 behind him, though. Brighton Coleman on the bottom, and he may have the position for second, and he does. Brighton Coleman is in second position on the bottom in that 40 Kodak Advantix car. So it's Michael Loveless, Brighton Coleman, Trey Smith, James Napier, and Tanner Ensign. See the field start to spread out as laps get run. There's some battling going on here. Looking third place here between Brighton Coleman and James Napier. Brighton Coleman will take that position from James Napier in the 77. We're under caution once again. Did not get to see what caused that one. We'll watch the 68 of Michael Loveless catch up to the pace car. Trey Smith's behind him with Brighton Coleman. We see the pace car coming up to catch the field. We're not quite halfway yet. We're on lap 35 of 75 here today. This duel in the desert between these drivers. 14 of the finest drivers in the Wild West Racing League. Stand for Wit Xfinity Series. The Stand for Wit Foundation is a foundation that helps nearly 12 million men and women annually who find themselves in domestic violence situations. The Stand for Wit Foundation is a foundation that helps to find alternatives that are safer for these individuals. We see the leaders all faking and then staying out. I thought 68 would be coming down. There's not really any need for it at this time. Tanner Ensign is in the pits. Justin Bell. Boy, we have quite a few. Tanner Ensign's car is really damaged up. Burke has got damage. McKee's got damage. McKee's 18 laps down. Still showing in this race, though, has not retired the car. Isbell and Burke are both showing 1 lap down. And Dakota Henderson is showing 2 laps down. Dakota Henderson has left the pits. So he's got some making up to do, showing 2 laps down. But he's fast, and he's more than capable of making this happen here today. So we're almost to halfway, but not quite. Lights are out. Once again on the pace car. Our cars will line up side by side. The 68 looks like he wants the bottom. He'll be on the bottom with Trey Smith on the high side, coming in to take the green. It's been somewhat exciting here this afternoon. 4 position in different places of the track. We've seen some battles back in 4th and 5th place. The battle in the lead, of course, and even all the way back into 7th, 8th, and 9th position as these cars get going. Now, since we are under caution, we'll get ready to go racing here very, very shortly. But this bunches the cars back up, kind of gives everybody an opportunity to maybe pass somebody for position. Once the cars get to be spread out, passing, of course, is much harder because the distance between the cars is greater. Pace car is off. 68 of Michael Loveless will lead him to the line in that Toyota. And they're off. 68 gets a good jump on the bottom. The 1, Trey Smith, gets a decent jump on the top. And once again, the 40 on the bottom is going to come and make it a race for second place. Trey Smith is still fighting hard on the outside. There's the 77 of James Napier right on the tail of Trey Smith. James Napier up high. The 40 of Brighton Coleman just a little bit lower than him. Oh, and Trey Smith takes the high side, cannot get to the 68. The 77 moves down in behind the 68 and may take second away from Trey Smith, and he will. 77 of James Napier moves up into second position. Trey Smith is in third, but fighting with the 40 of Brighton Coleman, who's on the bottom. We see the third place car of James Napier. Behind him is Brighton Coleman and Justin Bell as they fight for position here. We see the 9 of Wyatt Keel trying to get onto the bottom of the 8. This is what the battle looks like from Justin Bell's view. On the high line. Gets a really good run, and he'll move right up to the back of the 77 of James Napier. So this is James Napier's view as he looks ahead at the number 1 Menards of Trey Smith. Let's look up at Trey Smith. And this is what his view is of Michael Loveless. The gap is 0.6 of a second between Michael Loveless and Trey Smith. And we are over a halfway through now. We are on lap 43 of 75. Michael Loveless continues to lead by 0.7 of a second over Trey Smith. In third place is James Napier. We see James Napier with the 8 of Justin Bell on the bottom looking for position. And the 8 of Justin Bell will take position. 77 of James Napier stays on the outside. That's allowing the 40 of Bryton Coleman to get down low and on his inside. Side by side they go, 40 and the 77. 44 position on the 77. They are side by side. The 40, I think, may have just edged out the 77, and he has. So the 40 will take over 4th place, and 5th will be James Napier. Back up to the front, we see Trey Smith and Michael Loveless. Michael Loveless' gap is now 9/10 of a second over second place Trey Smith and the number 1 Ford. See Justin Bell, who's in 3rd place, and behind him Mike Presley, the 000. Right behind him Bryton Coleman with Wyatt Keel and James Napier. Look back up in the front. We see the gap is now 1 second. Michael Loveless over Trey Smith in 2nd place, and it looks like Justin Bell is right behind Trey Smith. This is for battling for 2nd position. Trey Smith goes low. Justin Bell will go high. He will get an outstanding run off this corner. Watch him fill up that gap just a little bit before we come into turn 3. He's up high again, coming out into turn 4. We hear the throttle up. He's getting a lot of throttle, but oh, look at who's on the inside. Mike Presley and the 8 of Justin Bell. Mike Presley is on the bottom. Wow. While we were inside the cockpit, we missed Mike Presley coming right up. It's just a 3-way battle for 2nd place. The gap now is a full 1.5 seconds. While these guys are battling back here, that allows our leader, Michael Loveless, to just pull away. We're on lap 50 now. Lap 50 of 75. 25 to go. Mike Presley now will be in 2nd place all alone as he passes Trey Smith. Trey Smith is right on his bumper, doing everything he can to stay with Mike Presley. Gap is 1.25 seconds up to Michael Loveless. Gap is slightly closing, so Mike Presley is definitely faster than Michael Loveless. Gap staying right at about 1 second now. Let's look back here at Mike Presley. Guys are really putting on a show here today. Some great driving here by these drivers in the Wild West Racing League. gap is now down to just above 0.7 of a second. It's really catching, definitely catching Michael Loveless. Look back at the 04 of Scott Rush in 5th position. Third place of Justin Bell. Trey Smith is behind him in 4th. Dakota Henderson has passed Trey Smith on the bottom, but Dakota Henderson is 2 laps down. We see how close Mike Presley is now. We have a battle going on. Gap now is only 0.3 of a second. Michael Loveless is looking in that rearview mirror. He can see that car coming. And if you're Mike Presley, boy, you got to be just tighten those belts down, get that tighter grip on the steering wheel, elbows out. He can smell that position here. We just passed. We are now on lap 57. Less than 20 to go. He is right on the tail of Michael Loveless. He's on the inside of Michael Loveless. Mike Presley going for the lead. Will not get it on this lap, but he is right there. Side by side. He's not going to have it this time around unless he can really dig. Here he goes. 0 stays right on the tail of the 68. Mike Presley is really pushing hard, making that 68 work for each and every lap. So great sportsmanship happening here. And there's the 0, 000 again on the bottom. This time he's got positioned. Will he be able to make the pass on the bottom? As they come around the turn, it will be by and nose Mike Presley, but Michael Loveless on the outside is fighting back and will not let this go. They rub, they're trading paint. 0, 000 on the 68. Mike Presley crosses the line and will get credit for that lap 59. Mike Presley is not letting this go. He's going to just keep fighting. You got to know Michael Loveless wants this victory, but obviously Mike Presley does too. What you got to wonder is back here, all the way back in 3rd place where Justin Bell is, are they watching this battle up front and are they thinking these guys are wearing their stuff down? There's no way to know, but that's what's going through their heads. They're hoping that maybe these guys would back off and the race would come back to him in the 8 of Justin Bell, 3rd position. Oh, they are so close each turn. That's through turn 4. Mike Presley will now have the outright lead on lap 61, coming on to 62 now. Michael Loveless may have fought a little bit too hard, and he is dropping back slightly. He's got to let those tires cool down just a little bit if he can. Maybe he's still got something for the 000 of Mike Presley. great to see Mike Presley up front. Michael Loveless is in second. Third place is Justin Bell. Trey Smith is back in fourth position, and your fifth place car is the 04 U.S. Army car of Scott Rush. It's a Ford. Sixth place is Jacob Schaffet in that 00 Ford. Seventh is Brighton Coleman in that 40. White Keel's your last car on the lead lap, and he's in that 9 Chevrolet, the Hooters machine. So we see the gap that Mike Presley's put out now is 0.8 of a second. His car is hooked up. 11 to go. Question is, do they have to come down for fuel? Or can Mike Presley ride this thing out? 10 to go. Looks like everybody behind him has come into the pits. We see them all coming down. We see Michael Loveless down there that just pulled in, and they are lifting up the right side of his vehicle. Dropped it. Coming around the other side, we see the left side of Michael Loveless. And 68 is back out on surface. There's Mike Presley. He is not slowing down. He is still doing decent lap speeds. So he is definitely not saving fuel. Does he have it? Because can he go all the way on these last few laps? 7 to go. 8 to go. I'm sorry, 8 to go. Can he do it? We've seen so many races that have come down to fuel management. The 00 of Jacob Schaffet is in second place, and he is back about 12 seconds behind Mike Presley. So we see the 5 behind Mike Presley. Now the 5 is a lap down, 2 laps down. So if he were to pass here, he could get one of his laps back naturally, what they call a natural, because he would be passing the leader. Then if there was a caution, he would get his second lap back, and he would not be behind the 8 ball at all. But first, he's got to get past Mike Presley, who is throwing down some really hard laps. We're on lap 69, coming up to lap 70. We are on lap 70 of 75, coming to the end here. Mike Presley is not slowing down. Jacob Schaffet is a full 12.5 seconds back in second place. Third place is Michael Loveless. All right, lap 71 of 75. coming out on lap 72. 4 to go. Mike Presley has increased his gap to 13 seconds over second place Jacob Shoffett, third place Michael Loveless. Not used to seeing races with it this spread out, with this kind of a gap, and Mike Presley is still putting down decently fast numbers. What we're seeing on the outside is lapped vehicles. That's the 8 of Justin Bell. Who passed the 0 and now is on the lead lap. Lap 74 of 75. Here we go. We're down to the end. We'll be picking up the white flag next time around. "14-second gap. Mike Presley, can he come around one more time? One more time around for Mike Presley, Jacob Shoffett, Michael Loveless. Your top 3. And here we go. Mike Presley coming around. There it is. There's your victor, Mike Presley. Second is Jacob Shoffett. Third, Michael Loveless. Fourth will be Justin Bell. Fifth will be Trey Smith. Sixth is Wyatt Keel. Seventh is James Napier. Eighth is Scott Rush. Ninth is Brighton Coleman. 10th is Dakota Henderson. That's some great racing today. What a wonderful afternoon of racing here at Wild West Racing League. Once again, folks, on Wednesday Night Racing, we are so glad that you're here with us on YouTube for the Wild West Racing League Stanford Witt Xfinity Series. You watched race 7 of 10 of our regular season. Once we get to race 10, we'll begin our playoffs. There'll be 8 drivers. Las Vegas Motor Speedway never disappoints, and Mike Presley doing those burnouts, and he should. Look at that. Some great driving. Let's see if we can get to Michael Loveless and talk to him about his third place finish. There he is, Michael Loveless. Hey, Michael Loveless, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me. Hey, Michael Loveless, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Yeah. Fancy meeting you here again.
I know, isn't it? It's a wonderful thing for you to get to talk to me twice in one race.
Yeah.
You're on the podium. What more could you ask for except for maybe a victory? But you had a lot for him out there. But towards the end there, Mike Presley just was a powerhouse and just kept going. Didn't have to come in for fuel. That was quite a race. But tell me, how'd you get to third place, and how did you do that? Did you have to stay on strategy, or did you have to make some changes?
Yeah, I stayed on my strategy. I was really hoping to make it on one pit stop, but that caution really threw a wrench into that plan. And I had a great car, great setup. Everything was working pretty well. I was pretty pleased with the car. It was running great. But that fuel strategy there at the end, some people just played it a little bit better than me, and congratulations to them.
Absolutely. Well, you've got to also be excited for your team to at least have a couple of guys make it into the podium. That's something, saying something.
That's right. It was great snagging second and third for Fearless Motorsports, and so it was great seeing that happen tonight.
Absolutely. Before I let you go, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give?
Of course, the guys over there at Fearless Motorsports, of course, the Water Wheel Foundation, and Meals on Wheels for keeping all the people fed across all the world. And so I appreciate all the people that volunteer and serve with them.
Okay, great. Michael Lovelace in the 68 machine. Thank you so much for spending the time with us. I'll move you back down to Fearless Motorsports so you can celebrate with the boys.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you. All right, let's pull up our second place finisher, which was Jacob Schaffet. Move him up into the broadcast booth. Hey, Jacob.
Rome, oh, zaddy.
Did not expect that one, Jacob Schaffet.
How's it going?
Oh, boy, you just made my day. I totally did not know that was happening. Second place finish. Not first, but not bad, huh?
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. I missed the setup once again and had to rely on fuel mileage. But yeah, if Mike wouldn't have pitted at the same time I did, and I guess saved fuel like I did, I probably would have came away with the win tonight. But I got to give him a shout out. He ran a good race.
Absolutely, and you both did. And Fearless Motorsports getting second and third is, that's just great for your team overall.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah, my teammates were doing a good job tonight. Definitely congrats to them on getting that third place. Yeah, we're starting to make a little bit of stride here midway through the season, so things are only looking up for us.
Absolutely. Before I let you go, got to ask, do you have any shout-outs?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Ultimate Pest Solutions. Let's see. Puffy's Swag Shop. Let's see here. What else? Fearless Motorsports. Of course, y'all at Fearless Broadcasting for putting on a great show. My teammates for helping me out during the race with a couple of adjustments. Yeah.
All right. Well, Jacob, we look forward to seeing you next week again. And congratulations. I'll move you back down to Fearless Motorsports so you can celebrate.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so our winner tonight is Mike Presley. Let's find Mike Presley. There he is from Ensign Motorsports. Move him on up to the broadcast booth.
Just a little bit where it get me back into.
Hey, Mike Presley, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Hey, baby, how you doing, buddy?
Not as good as you. Man, you put on a clinic today. How'd you do it?
I think, oh man, I tell you what, I'm sweating like a pig. I mean, I've never been so intense, racing there beside Lovelace and all that. I mean, it was awesome, man.
Absolutely.
I'm thrilled to death.
Well, you should be, and you should be proud of yourself. That was a really good show. It was a great race. I didn't know that you'd make it on fuel. Did you have plenty of fuel there for the finish?
It told me on the last lap I had two laps of fuel left.
Oh my goodness!
I did a lot of cutting my car off, doing the cautions and just kind of maintaining a little bit, even in the turns.
Right.
In both the corners. I mean, I was letting out a lot, letting it just drag down in there to the bottom and then just flowing it back out. So I think that helped a little bit, So I had 2 laps left, so it all turned out good for me.
Wow, that is just so awesome, Mike. Really happy for you and proud of you. You did great. But before I let you go, do you have any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Oh, yeah, man. I want to, thank for Wire Outlaw Diecast and Perfect Logo Promotions and my teammates in Ensign Motorsports, Tanner. I mean, he's got great advice for me and Scott, Russ, he had the great setup for us all tonight, and I figured it out, and I made it happen, and Trey Smith and Justin Bell and Brighton Coleman, these are one set of great guys, a good team, And you know, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Well, Mike, those are some humble words coming from our victor tonight. You are now for sure dedicated into the playoffs with that victory, and that's got to make you feel good also.
Oh yeah, yeah, because I'm gonna have to miss a race or so here, and so I was kind of worried about it. But I thought if I can get me a win in, I might be okay. So it happened for me tonight. You know, I played for it, and it just happened for me.
Absolutely. Well, that is just so great. It just does my heart good to see you pull this victory out. You did really, really well. I'm proud of you. You should be proud of yourself, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next week.
All right, thank you, Barry. Well, I won't be here next week. I got to head out of town, but you guys have fun.
Okay. Well, I will put you back down to Ensign Motorsports so you can celebrate with your team.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
You bet. That's Mike Presley in the 000. Your victor tonight. So, we were at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You were watching your Wednesday night broadcast of the Wild West Racing League Stand for Wit Xfinity Series. Race number 7 of 10 of the regular season is now in the books. 75 laps in this duel in the desert, with Mike Presley coming out victorious on top. Second place, of course, was Jacob Shoffett, and third, once again, was Michael Loveless, leading your podium. We thank you for being here with us today. We know you have so many choices on what to do with your Wednesdays. We thank you that you're here with YouTube on Wild West Racing League and that you're here for the Xfinity Series. We look forward to seeing you again next week at the same time. Have a great day.